What's going on, fellas? Alright, so what's the number one thing that we know about women? They're highly emotional creatures, correct? They cannot separate logic from emotions when they're about to make a decision. And this is why 90% of the decisions that they make are crap. For example, when it comes to choosing a major for college, they're doing it based on emotions. Oh, I just want to help people. I just want to go be a nurse. Oh, I just want to teach little kids become better people in life. So I want to go be a teacher. Do you have any idea how much an average it costs to go to college? At least 50 grand. And you have to be a teacher afterwards. Do you know how much teachers make? Starting at like 30 grand, 35 grand. So already you are, and that 50 grand, by the way, is just for tuition. That's not even including room and board, books, any of that, and other activities she'll be doing while she's in school for the 4 year. So already you're at a lower income to debt ratio. Your income to debt ratio is already terrible right after you get out of college, and after that you're gonna make more emotional decisions, aka buying new cars, new homes, trying to marry someone, go out even more, and already you're going out in your first 4 years anyways. Even though you don't have a solid job, you're spending tons of money on clothes. Why again? Emotions. Oh, I like this dress. Even though I have 50 other ones at the house. Look at the color. It's so unique. It makes me look so much better in that dress. I want it. Oh, look at these heels. Oh man, I have 7 of them in my closet, but you know what? I don't have one like this, so I need to get this. Impulsive, fellas. Impulsive AF. That's how women are. So, that's why pretty much everything we think with logic will make sense to us will not make sense to them. And that's why you never say sorry to a woman. Because logically, what does it make sense? What's the logical thing to do after you do something bad, or after you mess up at something, or after you make a mistake? Is to say sorry to the person who got hurt by it, right? That's the logical thing to do, and the person can then think and say that, oh, okay, yeah, he said sorry. He really means it. He really feels bad for it. So mistakes happen. We're all humans. I understand. Shake hands. All right, let's go get a cold one. A logical person would understand that. And when I say logical, I mean guys. So if you mess up something with your homeboys, or screw something up at your job, obviously you should be saying sorry to your boss, because chances are most likely your boss is going to be a male. But let's leave the jobs aspect out of this one, because even if your boss is a female, you should still apologize, because hey, it's your job. Anyways, on this video, I'm mainly talking about man to woman relationship, like relationship dynamics, right? That's the point I'm trying to focus on this. But if it's your homeboys or whatever, yeah, you say sorry, you guys shake hands, maybe you even curse it out or fight it out and go get a cold one and forget about it. But with women, everything is backwards. Again, they're not logical creatures, so anything that will make logical sense to you will not to her. Just keep that in mind. Anything and everything that will make logical sense to you will not make to her. Plain and simple. So when you say sorry to a woman, you show sign of weakness. It's the same concept as showing your emotions, sharing your emotions with her. Women always say that, oh, I want a man who is not afraid to show his soft side, but as soon as he does show his soft side, he's not weak. She's not attracted to him anymore. So they don't even know what they want. They think hella backwards. So, and again, there's tons of examples of women making emotional decisions. Just look at the guys that they're hanging out with. Just look at the guys they're sleeping with. These guys are no good for them, and they, in a civil discussion argument with another person, they'll even admit it. Oh yeah, he's no good for me. He's this, that, and the other. But back in the back of their head, subconsciously, they're turned on by him, because they can't help but get turned on by alpha males. So the fact that they're emotional and not logical is also a part of Mother Nature. This is how they were made. This is how they function. This is it's not like women just woke up one day and told themselves, you know what, I'm gonna be emotional from now on. No. This is their genetics. This is their hormones, their DNA. So there's no point of getting upset about it, mad about it. Just accept it and use this for your own advantage. Use this information for your own advantage. So, fellas, even if a woman catches you cheating on her, you know what you should tell her? You didn't give me head right. Your head game sucked. Or you didn't cook, you didn't do this, that, and the other for me, so I had to go get it from her. Put the blame on her. Do you know what that does? That keeps her on her toes, or she's gonna leave you. Right? Three things happen. Three things will happen if that happens. Number one, she's gonna leave you and never come back. Number two, she's gonna leave you and will come back eventually because she's gonna see how high value you are. The fact that you put the blame on her after you were the one who got cheated, after you're the one who got cheating, shows that you have high value and you're not afraid to walk away. You're not afraid to speak your mind. You're stoic, you're firm in your own decision. And that's very attractive to women. Again, they think backwards. If we as men look at the situation and say that, why would she go back to the guy who just cheated on her? Women do it all the time. Women go back to their guys who abuse them, cheat on them, make them feel like horrible, break them down. It's because they are emotional backwards creatures, fellas. So nothing logical that will make sense to you will make sense to her. So that's the second option. Or third option is, so first one, she's gonna leave you and never come back. Second option, she's gonna leave and then come back. Or third option, she's gonna tighten up her act right then and there and be submissive to you immediately. The third option of that happening is very low in today's society, especially in this feminist society. It's most likely going to be the first two. Either she's going to leave you and never come back, or two, she's going to come back being submissive finally. She's going to say, you know what, okay, I understand your point of view. I'm sorry, let's make it happen. I'll do whatever you want from me. And there's another important point to this, fellas. Since we are being raised by single mothers, and since this Western society is starting to become feminized and being emasculated, I can never say that word the first time right. Since that's happening, weaker men are starting to rise up. Weaker men are starting to grow up. And the result of that, what's happening is men are taking on women's characteristics. So you see a lot more cucked, weak mentality men who run around saying sorry, feeling sorry for themselves, blaming things on other people around them instead of taking responsibilities. Because they see their parents, their mothers, everybody around them, social media, movies, commercials, everybody's all about saying sorry, showing vulnerability, showing emotions, breaking down, feeling sorry, all of this. There's no true hardcore solid examples of masculine behavior and stoicism. It's very, very hard to find, and that's why red pill content creators channels like mine and other red pill content creators channels are so vital in forming the next generation. Because let's admit it, the guys who are 30s and 40s right now, you guys have lived in the blue pill world for the rest of your life. It's going to take something traumatic in your life to happen for you to come out of that and get into red pill world. Because the older you get, the harder it gets to break out of that. What's the word I'm looking for? Break out of that. Man, the word is blank in my head right now. Anyways, to break out of that blue pill world, okay? The word, man, wow, today is not my day, is it? Conditioning, there we go. To break out of that conditioning, the blue pill conditioning that you get. Okay, sorry about that, fellas. The older you get, the harder it gets. Why? Because the longer you live into this ideology that you have built in within yourself, that you surrounded your whole existence around your belief system. And we don't want to give that up, fellas. Our belief system matters a lot to us, whatever we believe in. It could be a god, it could be multiple gods, it could be yourself, it could be a certain set of rules. Whatever it is that you believe in, that you go by in life, it is very hard to break out of that because it questions all the decisions we have made in the past. And it questions our intellectual and our ability to adapt. Questions a lot of things about ourselves if we break our belief system. That's what we tend to not to do that. Anyways, fellas, long story short, never say sorry to a woman. If it's if it's any kind of mistakes that you made, always find some way, something into in the scenario, in the situation, or in a relationship to blame it on her. Oh, you did this, that's why I did that. It's your fault. Just put it on her. Women do the exact same thing if you look at it. When was the last time you heard a woman say, you know what, sorry, my bad, I messed up? When was the last time you ever heard a woman say that? If they see that they're at the fault, if they're at the wrong, do you know what they're going to do? They're going to stop contact. They're going to block you, they're going to move on. They're going to give you the cold shoulder, the silent treatment. But they'll never admit that, hey, it's my fault, sorry. So why would you? It brings your value down, it brings your power down. And what do we know about relationship dynamics? It's all about power. Who has the upper hand in the relationship? Who wears the pants? The problem with women having the power is that once they do have the power, they get bored and they move on easily. Men, it doesn't happen like that. Men actually likes having the power, and if the woman is at a submissive position and he's the leader in the relationship, it gives him an incentive to keep dating this girl, to keep this relationship going, because he feels powerful, he feels good about himself. It's in our nature to feel masculine. And once we feel that, it's in our nature that when we feel masculine, we have the drive to keep going. That's just in our nature, fellas. Never say sorry to a woman. Never. It will show a huge sign of weakness when you do that, fellas. Just don't believe in in the social conditioning crap that, oh, you need to be vulnerable, you need to show emotions, feelings. If you need to let any of that out, go out somewhere else by yourself, cry it out, frustrate it out, go lift weights, punch it out, whatever. Do it on your own so that nobody can see it. But never ever let women see your emotions. Never say sorry to women. It makes you weak. When you say sorry to someone, it puts you in a situation where, okay, now the other person has the power to do whatever they want to punish you. That's how it comes across, right? When you're saying sorry, is that, okay, you're giving away your power to him and letting him know, okay, I'm sorry, I deserve punishment, or I don't deserve this. Subconsciously, you're giving off that message. Why would you ever give off that message to a woman? You're the man, you're the price. You always were, you still are, and you always will be the price. Women are not strong and independent, they have to rely on us. If all the men disappeared from this world today, the world will collapse. But if all the women disappeared from the world today, the world would not collapse. We men would find some way, shape, or form, in another way, shape, or form, to come up with some sort of artificial genetically made woman, who we can use to reproduce again. But women are not smart enough to do that. All the smart people in the world are men. Everything you see around yourself was built by a man. What did women create? Dishwasher, shower head, maybe feelings, babies. When you say that, oh, we made these men. No, you didn't. It's your natural given ability. Nature gave you that ability to pop out babies from your womb. And again, you need semen, which comes from us, to make that baby. So it was actually a dual partnership thing. You didn't just do it on your own. Just like we don't have any credit of producing semen, same way you don't have any credit producing eggs and having an ovary. There's no credit on that. You were just given that. You didn't earn any of it. Enough rambling, fellas. I hope this video made sense. Never say sorry to a woman. You are the prize, brother. Like, comment, subscribe, share this video to your friends. Until next time, stay blessed, stay beautiful, and above all, stay classy.